So y'all remember the last video and I told y'all August had that fever. Well, that wasn't just a regular old fever. Nope. And your girl's been down bad. But I'm on the up and up. And today we are going to be talking about the Sephora sale. I'm not going to be saying all this like you got to have this, you got to try that. It's all about if you're looking for these things, what would I suggest? And then I'm going to tell y'all what's on my wish list. And I've already gotten some things in because I have same day delivery, because there are just some things in life where you want to have instant gratification. And this is one of them. So if that sounds good to you, keep watching. Let me know what you think. And definitely consider joining the community because I'd love to have you back. All right, let's get started. I didn't even start with my normal routine here. So, hey, good people, welcome back. And if you're new here, my name is Kara. I am just blessed to be here and feeling better. That's how I'm feeling right now. I hope you have a snack or a drink. I'm actually drinking some water that I'm trying to make look fancy with fruit and vegetable slices in it to romanticize it because that's where I'm at in my life. Let me know how you're doing in the comment section or the chat, whichever you prefer, and let's get this show on the road. Also, I am not glowy, I am sweaty. I am actually trying not to turn on the air conditioner in this house. So I'm going to turn the fan on and hopefully that will assist me at this point. So let's just talk about the Sephora Holiday Spring Savings Event, which just started last night. And y'all know I'm so pressed. Like I be staying up till midnight. This is one of those things, y'all. I haven't purchased a lot of makeup at all this year, and I've had some things that I've been looking at, and then some things I was kind of influenced to purchase. We're gonna just go through this. I'm actually going to put up a screen recording that will make it easier for you to see the pricing and the products that I wanna share. I had to take 3 days off of work this week. I just had to share that. 3 days, but Monday I'm back. So right now, the Sephora sale is open for Rouge members, and that's gonna get you 20% off from April 4th through the 14th. VIB is gonna start on the 8th through the 14th, which will save you 15% off. And Insiders, you will be shopping from April 8th through the 14th with 10% off. And then everyone can get 30% off of the Sephora collection from April 4th through the 14th. Now, I'm going to go ahead and preface this as per usual by sharing the brands that I don't tend to shop, even though I have some holy grails from these brands. So I'm still going to mention them in the video briefly. I don't typically shop Fenty from Sephora because Fenty No Music has sales, great sales, a real sale, okay? 30% off for friends and family, 25% off. So she just had one. We're not getting music, but we do get sale prices from Fenty. I would prefer not to buy Fenty from Sephora unless for some reason I had a lot of points or something, which I never do. So Fenty is a brand that I skip. Natasha Denona, I can shop from Sephora, but I also don't mind shopping Natasha Denona from her site depending on the sale. And around Black Friday, she does have some pretty good sales. So that's another brand that I may or may not skip. Pat McGrath, Patricia, she has a lot of great sales. So I was thinking about getting the Mothership. I'm still not really feeling the Mothership right now. So I was definitely not getting it from the Sephora sale. There's that. She's gonna have a great sale at some point. Danessa! So Danessa Myricks also has really good sales, but I know a lot of people shop her brand at Sephora, but I've seen her have like 25–30% off. Those are the main brands that I'm thinking about that I don't shop. There's also Kiehl's. I love Kiehl's as a skincare brand, and I can get 30% off from Kiehl's. Tatcha, you can get 20–25% off of their site. So when I think about the Sephora sale, I really try to focus on the items that I know that 20% off is really saving me something. is going to be more of your luxury brands and some of the mid-range brands. You know, some are hit or miss, like Makeup by Mario. I know he just had a 25% off, so you might want to wait if you want something by him. Okay, I know that was a little bit all over the place, but if you don't hear me mentioning certain brands, that's probably why. I might mention them anyway. Let's get into this, y'all. Now, I've watched several a video and I'm gonna stop because I made additional purchases today that I was not planning on, and now I'm cutting myself off. I am done. There's one more item I'm waiting to be released that I might get, but I am done shopping. I'm over it. I even have notes because I'm really trying to stay strict with what I am going to recommend to you all. I would also like to say, in my opinion, just about all the makeup is good and none of the makeup is necessary. So if you are passing on this sale, yes, pass on it. If you are shopping this sale, yes, shop on it. Whatever you are doing with the sale, good for you. But all in all, none of it is necessary. I'm gonna start with brows. There are two brow products that I consistently repurchase from Sephora. One of them is the Charlotte Tilbury Legendary Brows Tinted Eyebrow Gel in black brown. I don't even remember why I purchased this in the first place. It sat and one day I was going in my drawer and found it, and it became an immediate love. I really love the teeny tiny spoolie. I love that it's able to grab small brow hairs that, you know, are pretty thin and give me the illusion of having a thicker brow. Sometimes I just use that along with my Patrick Ta brow lamination gel, which I'll mention next. I do also use some drugstore brow products. When it comes to Sephora, the two things I'm gonna recommend are the Legendary Brows Tinted Eyebrow Gel and then the Patrick Ta brow lamination gel. What I like about the brow lamination gel is that it really does hold my brows in place. It doesn't leave any like white residue or flakiness. Now, if you put too much, yeah, it will, but I mean, if you are reasonable with it, it is not gonna do that, and it's gonna hold my brows in place and be natural. And that's what I really go for. I go for a natural look. I don't need my brows to look like they're like microbladed or anything like that, but if I wanna have like the hairs kind of standing up a little bit or whatever, the lamination gel does that. Have I tried any other brow gels that will freeze the brows? Not on a consistent basis, but I would argue that there are probably some really great drugstore ones. I think that I'm gonna try one by NYX next because I think I have one from NYX that's kind of lying around. So I did not repurchase the Patrick Ta this time around. This is on the pricier side, you know, and I need to cut corners where I can, but I do really like these two products for brows. And now we're gonna move on to the next category, and I wanna go to primer next. Oh yes. Okay, this one I'm not really sure if it is a primer, but I use it as a primer. This is the Tatcha Silk Sunscreen SPF 50 Weightless Mineral Sunscreen. I love this. It is very serum-y, very runny. It used to have this terrible packaging, but they've got the packaging right now, and I'm happy with this. This is my second one, my first one in the newer packaging, and I love how it looks on my skin, whether I'm wearing makeup or not. There's no white cast. It's not thick or heavy. So the Tatcha Mineral Sunscreen is excellent. This will continue to be a repurchase. Do I use this and makeup primer? I usually don't. I just don't want too many layers, you know? So let's just talk about some like straight primers. And the first one I wanna talk about is the one from Cali Ray. I really like this. I got it in a set with the primer and the setting spray, and I liked it so much that I just went ahead and bought the primer. So this is the So Blown Pore Minimizing and Hydrating Collagen Peptide Primer with Niacinamide. This one feels like, I don't want to say it's a mattifying primer, but there's a certain feeling that it makes on my face. I wish I could really understand it, but you know what it is? Look at this girl here. It's the blur. It really does that. It gives you this blur, and you see how she has some dew on her left side, or the side with the clean skin, and then after the primer, it kind of mattifies it and blurs it. It really does that. It does make my makeup last very nicely. And I'm more inclined to use this if there was like an event or something where I really want my makeup to last and hold. During a regular work week, I haven't been using this. I haven't been using it recently. You know why? Because I haven't been going anywhere. But when I do, this is something that I will put on. If you have oily skin, I'm thinking this would be a really good one for you. So let me know your thoughts if you've tried that one. And the last primer that I want to mention is the Natasha Denona Hygiene Energizing and Hydrating Primer Serum. I did go through 2 of those before I tried something else. And this is one that is going to give you that glow. So if you don't want the glow, then this is a no. I like that it's very serum-y. I love dewiness, I love glowy, so that's exactly what it looks like right there. And I do think it looks very nice under your makeup, especially if you like to have that glowy look. So those are the 3 primers. Now, when it comes to foundation, I'm only going to talk about 2 because we don't need to be doing a whole bunch. The first one I am going to talk about is the Prada foundation. Now, this is a great foundation in my opinion because it is a soft matte foundation, and I just never thought that I would like a soft matte foundation. It's the first matte foundation I ever tried. It has SPF 17 in it. It is not heavy, and I just think that the finish is very beautiful. I don't like the price. It is $70. If you don't want or care about the component, you can go ahead and just get this refill and it will be just fine. Now, the shade I take in this, I think, is MW. Shades are weird in this one. And it's funny because I was watching a video by Alicia Archer, and we're shade twins, but she even took, I think she took MC60. I think I'm MW55, but then I also have DW70, and I don't know why I bought that, or DN70. That was silly, but the MW55 is what I have, and I really like that foundation. I just like that it's lightweight. It's not heavy, but it still provides beautiful coverage. It's like a glam foundation, and I think it's really pretty. I mean, you could do it every day as well because you can build it up, but yeah, it's a really nice one. The second one I'm going to talk about is the Dior foundation stick, and I'm sure a lot of content creators are talking about the Dior foundation stick. I like this one. Again, I like lightweight formulas. I like the way it blends into the skin. I like that you can blend it in with your fingers or a brush, however you want to do it. You can even, like if you put it with like a glow serum or something like that, and kind of thin it out. You can use it multiple ways. Now, the foundation I'm wearing right now, because I'm waiting for not 4N, because I have 4N, and 4N is actually too deep for me. I don't know if that's going to work for me in the summer, but I'm waiting for a 3.5. I'm wearing right now the Westman Atelier Vital Skin foundation, and this is 8. And I like this one too. However, I just think this one goes on a little heavier for whatever reason. I don't know, I like the Dior one better, but I really do like this one too. If I had to choose, it probably would be the Dior, but this would be a close second. I'm really feeling the idea of the foundation sticks right now. I think it's because of the way that I'm changing my makeup. I haven't been wearing foundation at all, but a foundation stick allows me to almost like spot conceal in certain areas, and I just feel like it's just a little easier and a little more natural looking, not as makeup-y looking, depending on the way that you apply it. And I could be making all of that up, but those are the 2 foundations that I would like to recommend. I also really do like the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Skin Tint. I like that one. I'm just not recommending it because I haven't really worn it enough to really have some serious thoughts about it. Now we're gonna go to concealer. I first have to recommend the Huda Beauty Faux Filter, and this one is waterproof. I wear the shade Granola, and I have been wearing this one so much lately. I didn't really realize how much I like that concealer. I wasn't really wearing wearing it like that. The only reason that I purchased it was because I wanted to try out the 2 color correctors, and I was doing a video and I was like, oh, maybe I should have the concealer that's designed to go with the color correctors, which I highly recommend the color correctors as well if you are looking for that. When it comes to concealers, I want something that's skin-like. I want coverage because I don't sleep very well. So I do want to cover any darkness or tiredness that my eyes have. And I think this concealer does that. It lasts all day. I don't have any issues with creasing. It doesn't look cakey. And I'm really easy when it comes to things like that. I just want it to look nice. If something fades, let it be a graceful fade. And this concealer does exactly what I needed to do. The other one that I want to talk about is my girl Tasha. I love the Natasha Denona High Glam Brightening and Hydrating Medium to Full Coverage Crease. Okay, I love this concealer. This one I believe is designed to be self-setting. She talks about how you can just go over it with your fingers. I have done that when I'm just like, let's say running errands or something like that, where I'm not setting my concealer. I think it stays beautifully. I have gotten the shade RP6. It's a rosy peach shade. I've gone through 2 of those, and I'm not repurchasing right now just because I have one of the Dior ones from the last sale that I haven't opened, and I'm like, let me just use what I have. But I will repurchase the Natasha Denona concealer. So the Dior Forever Skin Correct Full Coverage Concealer is the one that I'm going to use once I run out of the concealers that I have open. I have the shade 4N, and I believe that 4N was great for me. It was a little lighter than the 4N in the original formula. Again, it's a skin light concealer. It covers up what I needed to cover up. It's also a concealer that I use all over my face. So yes to that one. And newcomer to the scene, Nars Light Reflecting Under Eye Brightener. And I don't know why I purchased this, but I saw it in my drawer the other day and I started wearing it. I have Impossible Dream, and this is a great concealer. Like, let's say if you wake up and you're gonna go run errands or you're gonna take a walk, you don't really wanna put on any makeup, but you just wanna wake yourself up and you don't wanna look super tired. That's what this is perfect for. And I just take a little bit and I just put it right here under my, well, it's under eye brightener, so I put it under my eyes, but I just blend it out with my fingers. And then I have a little bit of hyperpigmentation right here, just from some acne that I had. And I just, you know, kind of dab it on there. It's great. It is really great. I got 4 stars. What am I ordering? Did I say I was ordering Domino's?
Yeah.
I did?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Are you hungry?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, can you give me like about 20 minutes? Dry, cakey desert. Oh, gosh. Yeah, no makeup days. I feel like it's good for no makeup days. Sure, you can have some chips. Well, that one might be hit or miss, so I don't know if you should take my word for it. But for me, I am pleasantly surprised with that one because I don't even know why I bought that. So that's a newcomer to the game. And that's going to be it for foundation and concealer. So now we're going to go to a powder. Oh, y'all, I'm trying a new powder and y'all can't even really see it, but it's the Huda Beauty Ube. It just came today. Yes, y'all, this is a yes. And I like this new packaging too. But the Huda Beauty Peach Pie Powder is the one. That is my everyday powder for my under eye only though. I've decided it is for my under eye only. Same with the Ube. These are great for the under eye because it's very blurring, it's very mattifying, but I don't want my whole face to be matte. I want like my face to be radiant, but I want my under eye to be matte. So if she comes out with a mini of the Ube, that would be great. I used up a mini of the peach pie and I probably should have just repurchased the mini, but I thought I was going to want it for all over the face, but it was really just last week where I came to that epiphany that I only want peach pie for under the eye. But it is a great powder. It is not cakey. It looks good in real life. I was late to the game with the Huda Beauty powders, so I'm probably preaching to the choir here. So let me know if you like the Huda Beauty powder, and let me know if you tried the Ube. Is it Ube? Yeah, Ube birthday cake. Let me know. The electric lilac. I even have the blush on, but the light is just blurring it out. But I'm I'm liking it. I'm really liking it. I was just playing around with it today. But the Holy Grail, where is it? Because I have it sitting here somewhere. Oh yes, the Holy Grail, y'all know, is Hourglass. I love me some Hourglass. The Hourglass Ambient Lighting Trio. Now right now I have the medium one, volume 2. I've also used volume 1 and used a whole one of those. You know, I have my Hourglass face palettes. I cannot get enough of the finish. It's like radiant without being overly dewy. It's not glittery. It's not shiny. It just looks so good in real life. It just makes me happy. And I do have a single of the Hourglass Mood Light powder. Oh, I don't know if they have it on here, but I have a big one. It's the Mood Light. And that one is nice. It's supposed to emulate, I believe, like candlelight. And I don't know all the differences between the powders, because what I do is I just go through all 3 and I just put it all over the face. And we call it a day. But hands down, that is like my Holy Grail powder. And I will always recommend Hourglass powders. They are excellent. Bronzer. I'm probably recommending a lot of the same stuff from last year. But when it comes to bronzer, I'm supposed to be on a bronzer freeze, but I kind of broke that today. Anyway, the LYS No Limits Cream Bronzer and Contour Stick. I have this shade Harmony, I believe. This one is very creamy. I love the tone. I love things you can blend in with your fingers, because your fingers just warm it up and it just goes into the skin. I think it's a beautiful bronzer. I think it's a beautiful price. Now the other one that I have that I'm using is the Dior bronzer stick. I think it's called a contour stick though. But I have this shade Tan, because one of them is, did they add more shades? I feel like they added more shades. I'm at my voice got like that. I have Tan, contour for light to medium skin. I'm sure Tan is the one that I have. Yep, Tan, because the other ones are contours and I don't contour. So that's where I'm at with that. Those are the 2 bronzers I'm going to recommend. However, if you want a powder bronzer, I am always going to recommend the Gucci bronzer. My baby is shade 3 medium. I also have shade 4 tan. I bought those in my first VIB sale in 2020. And I am still using them to this day. Love them. So we'll always recommend those if you're looking for a powder bronzer. Okay, now we're getting into the problem area, which is blush, but I'm gonna go ahead and try to keep this simple. Now, the blush that I just put myself onto, that I had purchased and it had been sitting for like 2 years, is the Rare Beauty Soft Pinch Liquid Blush. This blush could last me a lifetime. I don't think I've ever seen a blush that you could just take 2 dots, 1 dot even, and almost do both sides of your face. I don't know where I was. I don't know why I was late to the game. I don't even know why I bought it and didn't use it, but that blush is getting so much use now. I think I have Believe, but I was also thinking about, and I didn't get it yet, but I'm also thinking about Virtue is the one that I want. But I also know that I love beige peach blushes, and I know I have other beige peach blushes, but I don't know if I have a liquid. I think I do, in the Hourglass. I want another one. Like, look at these shades. That shade looks really nice, but I'm thinking about my NYX Buttermelt. Those are really good. I have one that color. But yeah, like these shades are so beautiful and they're so pigmented. I just feel like they can work on everybody. Look at Worth, True Rose, Worth and Virtue. You know what? I'm just have to put them back on the loves list because I just need to think about it. Let me move on because I could keep talking about it. Let's talk about, what did I say? Oh, yes. I almost forgot about these, but I have 2. The Givenchy loose blushes. Now, if you don't like a loose blush, or if you don't, I'm gonna say this, if you don't want to deal with any type of finesse with your products, don't get it because it's gonna make you mad. Now, these are the Prisme Libre Loose Powder blushes. So I have this one. the Mousseline Lilas. Then I also have number 4, Organza Sienna. They are great. The finish is so beautiful. It's so diffused. It's so pretty. However, you have to turn it over and tap it into the top, and then you have to take the puff out, or if you're using the puff. I don't really use the puff. And then, you know, so it can be a bit messy. It's not a blush that you're going to use on the go. It's not going to be a blush like if you're out and about, you want to use that to touch up. You're just not going to want to do that. But the finish is so pretty. Like, look at these shades. Oh, they are so pretty. I love that one. But if you don't want to deal with Muss and Fuss for $45, just go ahead and skip that one. The Natasha Denona blush duos. I have 2 of those and I really like them. The blush highlighter duos. Here we are. The High Blush Cloudy Cream Cheek Duo. I didn't know that's what they were called. So I have Simply Shy and I have, ooh, Fresh Mauve. Look at that. Oh, this is making me, look at Sweet Cheeks though. These are so pretty. Look. Another one that looks so great just with your fingers. The highlighter on top looks great. The highlighter is a very natural highlight. You can take it or leave it though. You don't need to use it. Oh, I was about to say, I really like that, but I have that. This Flirty Flush. Flirty Flush is, what? Let me see something. I cannot get caught up. But Flirty Flush is really pulling me in right now. All right, anyway, very nice. Really like them a lot. We also have, why do I have, oh yeah, I was like, why do I have Hourglass on here? The Hourglass Unreal. So, you know, when I did that video, I didn't realize there was a button and it was Unreal because I couldn't get the daggone pigment out. But once everybody told me there was a button on the bottom, these are so good. Love these. And see, I think I have a shade in this that's close to that, the one from Rare Beauty. So I have Scene, wait a minute, and Moment, I think. Oh, do I? Yeah, Scene and Moment. So Scene is a soft, warm pink. And then Moment is a warm peach beige. They are excellent. And then I was like, do I want another one? Because I always liked Vision. But I'm like, I don't need to keep buying a whole bunch of the same. Look at Future though. Yeah, these are great. They really look good on makeup or over top of makeup, but they also look good on bare skin as well. And I'm looking for things that look good on bare skin or just like over top of my sunscreen because I haven't been wearing foundation. Like, I'm changing. And you know what? I honestly, yeah, I wasn't even wearing makeup like that before 2019. I got into all these products because I started doing YouTube. Like, I didn't have foundation and all that kind of stuff. So now I'm kind of going back to where I started and what's the word I'm looking for? Integrating my style with the makeup now, you know, which really is kind of a less is more situation. So we also have the House Labs blushes. I love the House Labs blushes. I think I have all of the shades, unfortunately.
Is my case here?
I'm not sure because I've been sitting here. If I had to go, oh, wait a minute. It's the House Labs powder blushes and the stick blushes. Oh, hold on. So the powder blushes are great. This one right here, Fire Moon is a yes. French Rosette is a yes. But I have all of them. They're all yeses. Oh, Pomelo Peach is a yes. A hot yes. They're all really good. But then we have the glassy, does it say it's a, I did not realize this was a lip product. I'm not using them for that. I have Glassy Hibiscus, I have Glassy Lilac, and I have Glassy Tangelo. And these are really good too. Ah, look at that. So good. Okay. And the last blush that I'm going to talk about are the new Huda Beauty liquid blushes. We have the Blush Filter Soft Glow Liquid Blush. Okay, Latte is the one. This one right, yep, this one right here. I cannot get enough of Latte. And then I just bought the Ube one. Where's the Ube? There it is, Ube Cream. This one, When they say electric, where is my, it doesn't blend out electric. It does blend out more pink. But when they say electric lilac, they mean electric lilac. Like, look at that. It really is lilac. So nice. Now, I will say I prefer the doe foot on the Rare Beauty blushes over this one. I feel like you have to do more dotting than the Rare Beauty, but nonetheless, a very good blush. Okay, I'm gonna stop there with blushes because I realize I have a blush problem, and I am still on the 1 in, 1 out blush, and I did just bring in like 5 blushes. And I got to get rid of 5. That's the agreement, and that's what's happening. But I'm gonna move on because that's a whole nother video for a different time. Eyeshadow. This one's not gonna be long because y'all know I have not even been buying eyeshadow palettes like that. But we're gonna go right on to my girl Tasha because what? This palette has stolen my heart. It has stolen my heart. The tones, the finish, the shimmers. It is just a great everyday palette. However, I do understand that it doesn't work for everyone. So I do like that she has the I Need a Warm palette, because that, my friends, is another excellent palette. This one is awesome. I wonder if she's gonna do a I Need a Cool palette. That's almost like the Glam palette, right? Anyway, this one is excellent. I thought it would be a really good alternative to that Patrick Ta Major Dimensions palette, the first one, because although I love the mattes in that palette, the shimmers left a lot to be desired. And I think this one would be a nice alternative to that, because I'm going to talk about a Patrick Ta palette in here. But that one, the Bloom palette, I've only worn it once. I really like it though. I really like Natasha Denona. And I really love her midi palettes, Xena, any of them. So any of the Natasha Denona palettes, I would highly recommend, because you're just not going to regret it. You're going to be able to make beautiful looks. You've got one and done shades. You've got really high quality shimmers. I'm very happy with my Natasha Denona collection. I'm very proud of it as well. The second and last palette I'm going to talk about is from Patchy Ta. Y'all know I only call him that because of the blushes, how they were patchy on me and they evaporated. But I love me some Patrick Ta eyeshadow. See this palette right here, I love this palette, but the shimmers just were not great. This one though, shimmers were way better. I love the rose one. I still love that one to this day. But my friends, this is the palette that is getting the wear. The Major Dimension 3 matte eyeshadow palette, because the mattes are the business. Shimmers are not his forte at this one. But the mattes are matting. And this is an everyday palette. I would like to do some more experimentation with the creams because I haven't really been using those, but I absolutely love that palette. Now, remember these were a whole big to-do. I have to recommend this one right here. I didn't even have this on my list. The Still at the Club. This one is a hot yes. It is so beautiful. Every single time I wear it, I'm happy. Every single time I'm just like, yes. One and done, putting the deep one over the lid and then dotting it with the lighter shade. This one is so beautiful. This taupe, it is so good. Now I do have this one, I think. Do you know who I should have got this one though. No, I shouldn't have. What? No. I have Do You Know Who I Am? I did a little more with that one. But you know, $42, that's a lot. No. This is the one. I'm telling you, I would not steer y'all wrong, because that's a lot for those 2 shades, but that one is so beautiful. So once we've done all that, we need to set our makeup. And so I have 2 setting sprays. So we have the Cali Ray, this one right here, the Cali Ray Surf Proof Water Resistant No Transfer Setting Spray with Niacinamide. Yes, I just finished my second one. And I didn't repurchase it because I'm going to try a new setting spray, but I love this one. This one is just good. It sets your makeup. It's beautiful. I don't know what else to say. And I like the sprayer. I really like the mister on it. Now, if you are really going out and you're going to have a night on the town and you really want your stuff to really last, you're gonna get like the setting spray that's like hairspray for your face. And that is the One Size mattifying setting spray. Not that glitter spray. It's this one, the Until Dawn mattifying waterproof setting spray. One of my co-workers told me about it, and I really didn't get the hype. And she's like, no, it's like hairspray for your face, like your makeup will not move. She was absolutely right. So thank you. I do have this and I like it. I would repurchase. This is something that I think I would just always want to have in my collection for those times, because you know, one day I really might be out and about, you know, I might. So those are the settings. Now I did neglect highlighter, and I'm going to talk about highlighter because some people might be looking for highlighters, and there are 3 that I would recommend. The first one, oh my gosh, the Gucci highlighter. This is the Glow Multi-Use Illuminating Gel Powder Highlighter. This Frosted Lilac is a yes. These are so silky. They are not chunky. Look at her. Look at her. This is a yes. And let me tell you, this warm bronze, okay, I can't wear the warm bronze as a highlighter, so I'm gonna have to try it, but no, I've never tried it, so I'm not gonna say I can't. I wear this as an eyeshadow, and it's one of my favorite eyeshadow looks ever. It is so good. The tone of this, the picture is not doing it justice. It is so good. I know it's $60. I know, it's ridiculous. Like, all right, y'all, I had to take a break, but note to self, that Ube blush might be too ashy. I just put on, what's it called? Intense Plum by Gucci. I guess I could recommend that as well. But, you know, this might be a layering piece because, yeah. I was looking at myself in the mirror like, you look real pale. Okay, but we have to play with that. It's not a loss, but I think I need to put it with something. Okay, let's get back to it. Meanwhile, I call myself wanting to save money by making my own crab cakes. And then when I went to go sit out ingredients, I realized I didn't have any ground mustard or parsley. They have everything else, but I really don't even feel like looking up substitutes. So America's Best wings it is for me, because that's going to be the best option for me, because I have been tracking my food for over 30 days now. Just trying to get my life together, drinking fancy water, instead of wine. All right, y'all, let's get back to it because we are not done with highlighters. So this is more recommendations than I thought. But the last highlighter, my notes, is from Fenty. It's the Fenty Demi Glow, and I have this shade Yum Rum, and I really like it. You know, Fenty has that new little cherry collection, and I'm not buying it because I'm trying to get it from her site. The little cherry blush light looks good. We'll browse through. Oh, this is on sale. Okay, now this I'm going to recommend because it's $20. $20. So let's see. I have Yum Rum. This is a soft rose gold shimmer. What other colors do they have? Trophies and truffle. Like that. Ooh, loose change. Ooh, that's rich. Okay, you really only need one of these. Look at my girl. Talking about music's coming. I don't know when. But trophies and truffles. Yum Rum is the one though. That's a really great one. Because I don't, you know, I don't need a lot of like bronzy highlighters. All right, I picked the best shade, Yum Rum. So if you're going to get one, do that. Because then it's going to take $4 off and it'll be $16. That's going to be it for highlighters. Lips and lip liners. So, when it comes to lips, I would just say try to grab things from the brands that don't usually go on sale. Gucci, Dior. I love the Dior. Anything from Dior. Because the most you're going to get is 15% when you look at other sites. 20 is the most that I've seen. When it comes to Dior lip products, I really like the, they're called Shine something. I have a bunch of them. The ones that have the cases. Ooh, do they have cases? Oh, because if they have the cases, I love the Dior Addict Shine lipsticks. I love the Rouge Dior refillable lipsticks. I know a lot of people, ooh, these YSL ones are really good too. But sometimes YSL has don't they have 25% off on their site? I feel like they might. The transfer proof Dior lipsticks, they're not my favorite, so I wouldn't do those. The satin formula and the matte formula is good, but the satin formula and the Dior Addict Shines, I love those. These are so good from Gucci. I have Peggy Taupe. Oh, the pizza's here, hold on. I'm back. So Peggy Taupe. I'm trying to think of the other ones I have. And I've been wearing them. Oh, Lucy Dark Orange. A lot of y'all complimented my lips when I wore Lucy Dark Orange. Yes to Lucy Dark Orange. So good. I can't remember the other ones I have. I don't know if I have Sally Soft Honey. You know, the names really take me down. Anyway, there's so many like other lip products, but if you wanted a Gucci one, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, what?
Gucci Summer Fridays, the lip oil. I was wearing that earlier and I just ordered another one. The Summer Fridays lip oil is very good. And I prefer that to the balm. I don't think I really like the balm. But I have Blush Dreams. Yep, this one right here. And I just ordered Warm Beige because I'm Blush Dreams. And they last a long time because I've had Blush Dreams for a while. So I ordered Warm Beige because I can tell I'm starting to get near the end. So yes, no one really talks about the Hourglass lipsticks anymore, but these Hourglass lipsticks are so good, y'all. The satin cream lipsticks. My favorite shade is Larch, in case you are interested. I have Alpine. I have several. This one right here, you will not go wrong with Larch. It's a rosy brown shade. I washed one and had to repurchase it. Like, it is so good. The Hourglass lip liners are nice, but they're not must-have. The Hourglass matte lipsticks are also very nice. The shade that I really love is the shade Peony, but I have, let me see, I have Sparrow. Oh my gosh, they can't be coming with my order that fast. I just placed the order for wings. And I added on a smoothie from Tropical Smoothie Cafe. All right, this is great right here. I mean, what else do I have? Spare Foxglove. Foxglove might be my second choice. So I really enjoy these lipsticks very much. And I think that's it. I use a lot of liners from ColourPop. I don't have a bunch of liners. Well, I'm trying to think. I love the Fenty traced out lip liners, but again, you can get those from her site. And no other liners are really jumping out at me that are specific to Sephora. I'm gonna just forego the liner category because the only ones I'm thinking about are the Fenty ones, and I really enjoy those very much, but I use a wide variety of liners, and I'm using a lot of drugstore liners as well. So that is gonna be it. Now, I am gonna recommend one mascara, and that's gonna be the Grande Drama Lash Mascara. I really like that. Oh, this is on sale. The Intense Thickening Mascara. This is the one I have, and I really like it. And I feel like it made my lashes look like that. However, I feel like it's in conjunction with using the serum, the eyelash serum. Now, this one does have castor oil in it, which is good for your lashes, but I did stop using the serum because I need to find one, or I did find one on Amazon that doesn't have the prostaglandins in it, so we'll see. But I think it's a nice mascara, and it's on sale. It was only $25. I don't know, I mean, mascara is not something that you really do need to pay a lot for, even though I just got influenced into getting a new mascara. So let's get into the things that I'm interested in from Sephora, and I can show you some of the things that already came because of the same day delivery. So let's do that. I already talked about the Huda Beauty Ube powder birthday cake, and I'm happy with the powder, really happy with it. I think I'm gonna finesse the blush a little bit because I don't know, it has ashy tendencies, so I want to play around with it, but I really do like the intense plum color with the blush. So that's not, you know, a big deal. One of the things I saw a lot of great reviews on were the YSL Make Me blushes. And I picked out 3 shades. So the 2 that I have here, and actually I accidentally made the 3rd shade a shipping order, and it could have been same day delivery. Here is a shade 44. It's Nude Lavalier. I was calling it Nude Lavalier all this time, the lipstick too. but it's this shade here. I also have the Restless Rose. This one reminds me a little bit of the Nars Orgasm Blush because it has that gold sheen. And this is like really nice packaging. I think it's very nice. Now the other shade that I purchased was, it's like a terracotta matte, I believe. So that will be coming. I also purchased this liner from Makeup Forever. This was an influence purchase. I was influenced by Laura May Beauty. And this is the shade Wherever Walnut. Wherever Walnut is the shade that she loves. And I thought I'd love it too because it goes with those kind of nude shades that I like to wear. Zoom in just a taste here. Okay. I have the Charlotte Tilbury Legendary Brows that we talked about earlier. And I did say I wasn't buying any more bronzers, but I'm getting rid of one. So this is the Say Do Bronze Soft Focus Liquid Bronzer. And I realized lately I have been a lot more into like liquid and cream makeup. I'm just loving how it looks on my skin. I mean, I love my powders too, but I'm really just enjoying the cream and liquid products, and I wanted to try a liquid bronzer. So this is the shade Swim, and again from Say Beauty. And I have only one other product from Say. They're like highlighters or blush lighters that I really like. So I cannot wait to try this one out. And that's the only liquid bronzer I own. Not that you need to own many, you don't. Oh, I guess I'm gonna have to move back over so I can show you the rest of the things that I'm into. I didn't really talk a lot about fragrances in this video. I don't have a whole lot to recommend. Maybe that needs to be a separate video, but I did order this fragrance from Henry Rose. It is called Torn, and I have the Discovery set. Now Sephora doesn't carry all of the Henry Rose fragrances, but they have some of them. I do like Dave as well. I have that in a travel size. Let's look at the notes here, but I can't wait. The notes are vanilla, musk, and sandalwood. It is beautiful. I also have Queens and Monsters. Queens and Monsters has neroli, freesia, and sandalwood, and I love that one as that was gifted to me. I really like Henry Rose. Their fragrances are one of the clean at Sephora brands. This is Michelle Pfeiffer's fragrance house, and the fragrances are really nice. I do like the Miami Shake from Juliet Has a Gun. I mean, I like Kayali. I was looking at the house of Chris Collins. I thought that sounded like an interesting fragrance house, and I do believe that it's a black owned fragrance house. Yep, black owned at Sephora. I was looking at this Discovery set, but I haven't decided on it yet. And then there's another one that he has, this one called Lust. This one looks like it could be really good, so I was thinking about that. I did place an order for the Mochi Milk travel size perfume from Dead Cool. We have notes of marshmallow, vanilla bean, and sweet rice milk. It just sounds like a really comforting fragrance. So I am interested in trying that one. Also on my wish list, or that's used to be my wish list because I did order some things. I added this and purchased it today thanks to Lauren May Beauty. It was the Merit Signature Sheer Lip Liners, and I wasn't really interested until I saw her demo them and just trying to understand the idea of a sheer liner. So I ordered 3. I have Coupe, which is a cool pink, and I think that is going to be great for a lot of my lip shades, and they do show what it looks like if you wear it all over the lips. She really likes the shade Bespoke, which is a pink brown. So I did purchase that one. And then I did one more. I think it was Brownstone, which was the warm brown. So I'm very interested in how these are going to look. So those will be here. And then I got influenced today by Alicia Archer, which I ordered the Prada Beauty Prada Scope Lash Lifting and Lengthening Mascara. I only ordered it because of the brush. I just have to try this brush because I really don't believe in spending a whole lot of money on mascara, but I really want to try out this brush and see how this works. This was going to be the time for me to do it because $35 is expensive. So we will see how that goes. I ordered one of the new Merit lip oils, and this is called the Shade Slick Sheen High Shine Tinted Lip Oil, and I got this shade Tabby. So we will see. And these are going to be great. Like they're great to wear all year round, but I don't know, for some reason I was like, oh, this is going to be great for the spring, summer. This is great for all year round. And the other product that I talked about in my new makeup releases video that I was interested in was the Hourglass Illusion Priming Moisturizer. So I really want to try this out. I looked at the reviews. They look really nice. You know, they might be lies, but we're going to try this one out. I do have a feeling it's going to be a really nice product. So we will see. I talked in my last video, I believe, about just not wanting to have so many layers and so many steps, and having a primer and a moisturizer together is going to lessen a step here. I'm still going to have to do my sunscreen, and that's fine. But I really wanted to try this one out. And the last thing I think I purchased was the Kosas setting spray. And right now I'm using my Tier. I'm almost out of this, and I'm more than halfway finished my e.l.f. Dewy one. So I'm getting kind of low. I do have the one size, but I don't use that one all the time. So this is the Kosas Cloud Set Airy Setting Spray and Smoothing Mist. And the reviews look really nice. Hydrates, smooths, and makes makeup look better. So we'll see. We will find out. I do think that's it. I did add the Rare Beauty back to my loves list. The Ellis Brooklyn Guava Granita, I really do want to try that one. It's got notes of vanilla and banana in it, so I am interested in a travel size. And I'm saying that's going to be it, but that was no little amount of money here. But I will say this is less than what I've done in the past, which is saying something. So I am excited to try these new products out, and I do feel a little bit better. Like, I saw so many reviews pop up of the YSL blushes, you know, and you can feel really tempted. I didn't really watch a lot of reviews, but you know, they pop up on the timeline. Same thing with this Huda Beauty powder. So I am glad that I gave this some thought before I sat down and purchased anything. I'm glad I sat down and thought about like, which shades of the blush do I want? Like, there were like 6 of these that I was like, oh, there's 7 of them total, but there was like a good 6 of them where I was like, ooh. But then I really started to think, and even these shades are probably repetitive, but I was like, let me stop. I had 4, and then I cut one out. I was like, let's do 3. 3 should be enough, you know? So, and I really only plan on purchasing that Ellis Brooklyn fragrance. I should be good to go. You'll probably see a mix of short form and long form content with me trying out these products that I received, and that is going to be it. So let me know how you're feeling about makeup these days, how you're feeling about the Sephora sale. I mean, 20% really isn't that much, you know, in the grand scheme of things, but it is the most that we can get for certain products. So I'd like to know whether you're shopping the sale, are you skipping it, are you just over it, just how you're feeling about makeup in general. I kind of feel like I am really starting to settle into my style, and like right behind here I have another eyeshadow palette declutter that's about to happen. I think I might film it next. I have decluttered 63 palettes this year. I'm going to be adding to that. It's time to get rid of them. So I am going to have an eyeshadow palette declutter video coming. I'm just happy to be here with you all. I'm glad to be feeling better. And please let me know how you are doing if I didn't ask you already. You know, I love y'all so much, and I am just so happy to be a part of this community with you all, with our shared love of makeup. So that's going to be it. I'm so corny. Thank you so much for taking out some of your time and hanging out with me for another one today. I hope this was therapy for you. It always is for me. And until I see you again, make sure you're being gentle with yourself, talk to yourself nice, stay safe, and you know, I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.